Suzanne, who I know you've met a bunch of times.
Yeah. I want to talk about her belly ring. It's important. She's 34. I used to have a belly ring.
Did you really?
Yeah, I still have the hole because it doesn't go away, and that's kind of a mistake.
Maybe that's the question. When is too old for a belly ring? When do you draw the line on the belly ring?
Right. Well, how long are you willing to rock that?
When did you stop wearing yours?
I feel like maybe 32, 33.
Right.
I don't know why. It's like an interesting random tidbit that no one else would talk about.
Yes.
So that's why I like it on this show. She is a best-selling author. She is a multitasker. She does so many different things, some of which you're going to find out about today. Come on out, Maria Menounos. You're still single.
Still not married, but we're together, yes.
You've been together for how many years?
14.
14 years. Do you want to have children?
I do want to have children.
Isn't that law in Greece? Like, don't you just have to have children?
Well, if you talk to my parents, absolutely. Maria, life, it means nothing without the kids.
Right. Are you rocking a belly ring right now under that shirt?
Yeah. It's still here.
How long are you gonna rock the ring?
I don't know. It is definitely a question. I mean, I think as long as things are looking good down there, maybe I'll keep it. Can I see what it'll look like if I get rid of it?
Yes. Right there, that hole.
Oh, see, I don't want a hole.
Well, you already have a hole. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about the fact.
That's what I'm afraid of. I don't want a hole. I wear bikinis all the time.
You're gonna have, well, leave the star there till you're 90.
Fix it?
Listen, you get your whole thing lasered off, you'll be bald, you'll have a thing there till you're 90. So this is your book, which I really do love. It's the Every Girl's Guide to Life. And you talk about a lot of things. You talk about everything from organizing to weight. You used to be 40 pounds heavier.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a dieter, are you?
I hate diets.
I do too.
Diets do not work. Do not ever say you're on a diet. I promise you, it just does not work.
Saying tomorrow I'm gonna be good, I'm starting tomorrow. None of that works.
No.
And especially you're a Greek, you know how to eat well. You know how to eat fresh and real.
Here it is, and nobody will tell you the secret. Just eat less. And then when you eat less, that gets easy. Eat a little better. I kept eating things I wanted to eat. I would still have Oreos and stuff, but I would just have a little less. And then when that would get easier, I started to replace the bad with good. So I was like, okay, instead of 7 slices of pizza, I'm gonna have 6. Then you throw in some salads, and then you start to feel better about yourself, and you do it really slowly. I never weighed myself, I never did anything. 6 months in, I was like, my boyfriend Kevin looked at me and goes, Maria, your clothes are getting bigger. You look like you've lost some weight. I'm like, no. Got on the scale 20 pounds. I was like, ah!
Thank you for being here.
Thank
I
you.
love getting your emails and your tweets, and you are so inspiring. We all just sit in awe when we read some of your stories.
Bethenny, my wife Johanna is one of your biggest fans. She uses all of your Skinny Girl products, watches all of your shows, and has read all of your books. Her dream has always been to open up a center for young girls, but getting it off the ground was very tough. But then she read A Place of Yes, and her entire outlook changed. She wouldn't stop talking about your book. It gave her the push to be driven to succeed in a way that I've never seen before. Now she has 50 girls that regularly attend the center. Thank you for making my wife's dream a reality.
What inspired you to open the center? I mean, how did this all come about?
I wanted a place where girls didn't have to focus on things that were bad and things that were wrong with them or people trying to fix them, where we could all just have fun and really talk about being a girl and how amazing it is and affirm each other, things like that. I saw your book on the table and I would read it and then...
Too intense. Oh.
So I would read it and then I would underline things and then I would put it under my pillow and I would just hold on to it.
Oh. I have someone else here that I want to bring in to talk to you for some inspiration.
Okay.
Okay, come on in. What made you think of doing this?
Well, I think it was the cardboard cutout that she had of you in our closet for a while.
My mom stole it from CVS and
Really?
And we cut out the body and I stuck it in there and I would talk to you in the mornings before I would go out.
Did I answer back ever?
No, but it was
good.
the eye contact and I'm like,
well, so your new place, your rent is more than your mortgage, right?
Yes.
Well, you don't have any furniture, and it's definitely gonna be a struggle to make ends meet. So our friends at Clearasil are committed to helping teens look their best and feel their best with products like Perfecta Wash, because Clearasil knows that when your skin looks great, you feel great. So they are going to give you a check for $10,000. Oh my God. Ballsy members of our audience visited our Frankly Speaking booth. This is where you get things off your chest.
Hi, my name is Tori, and I have a confession to make. And nobody knows this, but I used to be a phone sex operator.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. What's your name?
Tori.
Tori.
Yes.
Was that your name on the phone, or did you have a different name?
I was Amber sometimes, Princess Leia. Sometimes I would be tucked away in the corner because my ex-husband at the time would try to sneak and listen. And I'm like, I can't get these men off with you standing here.
How much did you get paid?
Well, I started off at $13 an hour,
okay,
and then it would get bumped up. And then
you got a raise?
Yeah, you would get commission because you had to keep the men on the line. So the whole goal, yes.
What would you say to your men that get them turned on? What's like a guarantee?
A guarantee, well, it just depends on the man. Like, so if a man would call and tell me he wanted a certain type of fantasy, I would just turn into that girl. Like, some men wanted the sparkly, happy college girl. Some men wanted, you know,
You're like a blonde with pigtails.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
You're coming back.
Yes.
We're doing this more. That's an awesome confession. You feel better?
I feel wonderful, yes.
Hi, my name's Christine, and I have a confession to make. Even though I am happily married and a mother of 2 children, I love to go on Facebook and look at my ex-boyfriends, and I have to admit, I am so happy that I am hotter than their wives.
You do this with all your ex-boyfriends?
I'm friends with 2 of them, yes.
And they don't know?
Well, they're my friend, but they don't know I look at their profile, and secretly I'm happy that I'm way hotter than their wives.
I kind of get that, though.
Yeah.
I like it. Anybody get it? I get it. Thank you. So everything we talk about on this show is driven by you, and in-laws comes up a lot in emails and tweets, and it's an issue. People have issues with in-laws. Even if you have the perfect in-laws, it could still be an issue because they're not your parents, and now they kind of are your parents. You just have differences. It's just not your parents, and everyone goes through it. So how long have you been married?
We've been married now, it's about 2.5 years, but we've been together for 7.
Oh, you're new, so you're
I'm pretty newlywed.
Did the dynamic change once you got married? Because you've been together for so many years.
No, actually that's fair. It's been pretty much the same the whole time. It took about 3 years for her to even just kind of warm up and start to accept me in. She's a typical Mexican mom, like loves her boys. She'll call and be like, how's the baby? And I'm like, he just started walking. Oh no, not that baby. You know, still her 30-year-old grown son baby. And so that's the mentality. So like when she comes to visit, we'll get 4:30 a.m. knocks on the door like, good morning, mijo, time for work. Like comes on in, we're naked in bed.
At 4:30 in the morning?
Yeah. And so like little morning wake up calls, but and then yeah, when we were sleeping one morning, I woke up and she'd rearrange my cabinets and put dishes, like the dishes and cups, like switched them to how she thought.
I was thinking about the fact that if you're going through something, your mother-in-law is too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one thing it is like you're going through your own mania in your head, and if she's doing those kind of things, she's going through her mania in her head. She's a single woman. So everybody has their stuff. I feel like even when you get so crazy, the other person's probably. I mean, I think that when I've had, and I haven't really had big issues with my in-laws at all. I love them, but it's just a dynamic. It's just someone's raised for 35 years, in a family, and then someone new comes in.
I agree.
And it's like everybody has to adjust. So I want to talk more about in-laws. That's it. It's over. Really? I always say it's over. Now it really is over. See you next time.